Hello, hello, hello. Today is August the 16th. It's time to hear from Norm Winski again. The last time he was on, he called a major bottom, not only to the day, but to the exact entry point, which was Monday's open of last week. I don't think anyone's going to top that, but I bet you he's going to come real close today. Norm, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Thanks for having me on your show. First, I'm going to review when I was last on your show on Friday, August the 2nd. We had a big cluster of cycles coming up that weekend. I'm going to quickly review those and we'll look at the charts and then tell you what's coming up. So, right here on the notes, we have August the 2nd, AC, that's for after the close. So, because that was a Friday, that would be over the weekend. We had a heliocentric Mars entering Taurus for cattle and cotton. We had Jupiter to the U.S. chart, stocks, T-bonds, U.S. dollar, and we had the new moon in Leo, financials, grains, precious metals, corn, and gold. And we had Mercury turning in Virgo, turning retrograde, corn, soybeans, wheat. Also, sometimes you don't realize it, but some of the combinations of these cycles create sort of an extra energy, that there is a harmonic convergence. And apparently, I've researched this over the past 20 years or so. And anytime, it seems like almost any time there's a new moon within 24 hours of Mercury turning retrograde, that's a very powerful turn. A couple of past dates that come to mind are May 18th, 19th, and 2015 was a high day of the year. October the 11th, 2007 was a high day of the year. The ones I looked at, it works about 90% of the time. Most of them have been highs. However, when I was on your show on Friday, it was quite obvious that the market was melting down and we were going down, down, down. And if that continued, we did it after the close. So since it was right near the lows on the close, there was a very good chance, high probability, that we would make a low on Monday morning on the S&P. Well, we'll be looking at that here in just a few minutes. So let's go over the charts now that I have. Here, corn. Okay, corn was just kind of going sideways. We had 3 points for corn, so that's three passes. We do nothing. Here's soybeans, had a little bit of a rally there. There's the 3 points for soybeans. You made it very close to a top there. If you went short, you made money. Here's wheat, rallied up, made a little top there. The 2 points for the wheat, and a big drop that day. That was I think about 14, 16 cents. That'd be somewhere between $700 and $800 per contract. Here's cattle. Mars went into Taurus, the bull, over that weekend, and the next morning you made a low, and the cattle started to stampede higher. Here's cotton was going sideways, so we do nothing. Silver chopping up and down sideways, do nothing. Gold again chopping sideways, doing nothing. It fell right there, so we didn't have a clue what to do. But then the silver fell out of bed here and dropped about 70, 80 handles. But the star of the show, Jeff, is the S&P 500 with the big meltdown here. And I was on your show right there on Fridays, right after Friday's close, and we had about a 200 plus handle gap down opening here, and we had the big low there with the big 4 point cluster, and now we've been going up almost ever since. So we'll have to wait and see if this is where if you're Elliott waiver, this potentially, as I see it, we had an A wave down, we're now having a B wave up, and we'll have to see if that is going to test the high, and we're going to talk about that more in just a minute or two. Here's a T-bonds. I had 2 points for T-bonds, making a high there, and the dollar was a little early, so I had to count those 2 points as misses, because if you bought there, then you had a little bit of a whack, and then it never really recovered very much. So dollar wasn't very good. Here's the British pound making a high there on the moon. Swiss franc making a high on the moon, and so forth. Add up the green arrows and the red arrows. Green are the winners, red are the misses. That's 14 winners, 2 misses out of 16 for 87.50%. Monday, we have a full moon in Aquarius, so beware. This has been a pretty good rally. Let's see, we're right on the close of the market here now. And let's see where we at now. It looks like we're up a little bit on the day, and we're right in the neighborhood of the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement. So if it gets over this, then Fibonacci would say we're going to go up and test that all-time high on the S&P at about, what was that, 5670 area. And if not, if we hold here, we may roll over and make a top there on Monday. But we have 2 points for Monday. The afternoon, we have the full moon, and then we have Jupiter making 90-degree angle to Saturn, also for coffee and oil. So there, and the night of the 23rd, we have Jupiter making an S angle to the U.S. chart for stocks, T-bonds, U.S. dollar. So that's what I have for now. But what I have for you, if you contact me, I will be happy to give you a free class, free videos, and maybe I can help you improve your odds of making money. And I have 50 years of experience. I'm a former, as it says here, a former Chicago floor trader. I was a market maker on the CBOE, on the Board of Trade, Chicago Board of Trade. Did that whole stint for about 12 years. You can call me here in beautiful Naples at 239-594-3939, or you can email me at nwinski@yahoo.com, NWINSKI at yahoo.com, or you can call me on Skype at the same address, nwinski@yahoo.com. Looking forward to helping some of the folks, Jeff. Everybody have a great weekend.
Norm, terrific as always. Great statistics as always, and we'll see you back in a couple of weeks.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Bye.